There are certain moments in life when, without realizing it, we leave marks on someone's soul that not even time can erase. You, dear soul, have done exactly that. Without even knowing it, you touched hidden wounds in his heart, scars so carefully concealed that even he had forgotten how deeply they hurt. It wasn't with words, nor with promises. It was simply by being you, authentic, radiant, real. In a world that teaches us to hide pain behind smiles and silence, your presence became a mirror, reflecting what he no longer dared to confront. He had built walls so high that not even the strongest storms could shake them. But you, with the lightness of your gaze, the tenderness of your spirit, and the truth that emanates from every small gesture, found the cracks that time and loneliness had left behind. You weren't trying to heal him. You weren't even aware of how powerful your existence was. And perhaps, this is precisely why the impact was so profound, so transformative. There was a night, perhaps one you don't even remember, when he looked at you and felt a tear forming, a tear he did not allow to fall. In that silent moment, he realized you had awakened in him a part he had declared dead long ago. That part of him that still believed in hope, in unconditional love, in the possibility of being truly seen, not for what he presents to the world, but for who he truly is. And this realization shook him to his core. You touched wounds he never showed to anyone. Wounds from old loves that promised eternity and left him with empty hands. Wounds from childhood dreams that reality shattered without mercy. Wounds from every time he needed to be strong when all he wanted was to collapse into someone's arms. You, without knowing, entered these dark and silent rooms, lighting them up with the gentle flame of your presence. And what happens when someone finally sees what we tried so hard to hide? What happens when the armor we wear so tightly begins to crack, exposing the rawness beneath? Fear. Resistance. Retreat. It is not a rejection of you, dear soul. It is the terror of facing a vulnerability he fought so long to deny. In this silence that now stretches between you, know that it is not emptiness. It is a space filled with emotions he cannot yet name. He thinks about you more times than he is willing to admit. He replays your conversations, your laughter, your way of looking at life, like someone trying to decipher an ancient and sacred script. Each memory is a brushstroke on the canvas of his heart, a painting he feared he could never create again. Your connection with him was not born of convenience, nor was it a simple crossing of paths. It was orchestrated by something far greater. It was life, God, the angels, choosing you as the catalyst for a transformation he needed but did not seek. You stirred in him a deep and irreversible movement, a call to healing that he can no longer ignore. And this is where your journey becomes even more extraordinary. You did not offer easy love. You offered truth. You did not hand over shallow affection. You offered the kind of love that forces the soul to awaken. Love that is not afraid of the broken parts, that does not run from what is imperfect. Love that stays, even when it is difficult. He sees this now, even if he struggles to admit it. In the quiet of his nights, he feels the absence of your voice like a missing piece of his own heartbeat. He wonders if he has lost his chance, if the universe will ever be so generous again. But pride, fear, and unresolved wounds still whisper doubts in his ear. Dear soul, if at any moment you doubted your impact, know that your light is unforgettable. It is the kind of light that not even closed eyes can erase. And even if he tries to move on, pretending he is unaffected, every step he takes will echo the absence of what you awakened. There will come a time when he will no longer be able to silence what he feels. The truth will rise from the depths of his soul, like a tide that no wall can hold back. And in that moment, he will seek you. Perhaps with trembling hands. Perhaps with a heart still afraid. But with an honesty he never knew he possessed. This journey you are on is not random. It is sacred. It is part of a larger plan that the human mind often struggles to understand. Your role was never to save him. Your mission was to remind him that he could save himself. And you have already accomplished more than you can imagine. Right now, I invite you to do something powerful. Close your eyes for a few seconds. Breathe deeply. And silently affirm, I allow my light to heal, even when I cannot see the results immediately. Feel how this declaration strengthens your soul, aligning your energy with the divine purpose for which you were created. Because the truth, dear soul, is that your presence in his life is not over. It has simply entered a sacred and necessary pause, a time for integration, reflection, and transformation. Trust that what you have planted will bear fruit. Trust that the love you gave so purely and generously is a seed that no fear can suffocate forever. And if you, like him, sometimes feel the weight of waiting and the anxiety of uncertainty, remember, great transformations require time. A seed does not become a flower overnight. Healing does not happen in a day. And true love, the kind that transforms and elevates, is built silently in the moments when it seems that nothing is happening. Dear soul, I invite you to stay close, to remain open, to trust the timing of your soul and his. If your heart feels called to do so, leave a sign of your presence here. Write, "I claim my light" in the comments, not for him but for you. To affirm that you are ready to continue shining, regardless of external circumstances. To affirm that you trust the sacred movement that is already unfolding. Because soon, very soon, you will see. The silent wounds he carries are healing. The walls he built are crumbling. And when he looks for you again, it will not be from a place of need, but from a place of genuine, conscious love. The love you always deserved. The love you inspired simply by being who you are. Stay strong, beloved soul. The universe is conspiring in your favor. What seems like a pause today is, in truth, the preparation for a meeting that will change everything. Trust. Wait with faith. Love continues working, even in silence. There is a subtle and sacred language that the soul speaks, a language not made of words, but of sensations, silent understandings, and invisible connections. And right now, this language is being spoken between your soul and his. Though the world may seem to move indifferently around you, the invisible cords tying your hearts are vibrating with a frequency that neither time nor distance can mute. When you touched his hidden wounds, you did more than just awaken dormant memories. You initiated a profound healing process, one that he neither asked for nor was prepared to face. But healing, dear soul, is never about being ready. Healing happens when the soul can no longer bear the weight of its own silence. When it realizes that the pain of confronting the past is smaller than the pain of living without love. Right now, he is navigating through this silent battle. Part of him wants to retreat, to rebuild the walls that once kept him safe. But another part, one that grows stronger each day, longs to reach you, to surrender to the light you so effortlessly offered. Every hesitation he shows, every sudden withdrawal, every inexplicable silence is not rejection. It is the internal echo of a soul caught between fear and desire. And you, beloved soul, are called to a place of deep wisdom and compassion. Not the kind of compassion that anxiously waits for validation, but the kind that trusts in the divine timing of everything. The compassion that understands love, when it is genuine, does not demand or rush. It holds space. It keeps the flame alive, even in the darkness. Perhaps you wonder if you should let go, move on, and protect yourself. These questions are natural. They arise from a heart that has learned the importance of self-love and boundaries. But I invite you to consider this. Letting go does not always mean closing the door. Sometimes, letting go simply means loosening your grip, releasing the expectation of how and when the reunion must happen, and trusting that if the connection is divine, as your soul already knows it is, nothing can truly separate what was woven by love itself. He carries your energy within him now. It is imprinted on his being like a silent blessing, a secret memory he cannot erase. And even if he tries to walk away, he will carry pieces of you wherever he goes. Your laughter, your compassion, your gaze that saw beyond his defenses, they are seeds blooming quietly in the garden of his soul. You have already won, dear soul, by loving unconditionally. You have already fulfilled your sacred mission by reminding him, even for a moment, that true connection still exists in this world. And because of that, even if he never says the words you long to hear, Your love has already changed the course of his life forever. Now, a new phase begins. A phase where you no longer need to wait to feel whole. A phase where your own healing continues, independent of his choices and pace. Because you are not just part of his journey, you are the heroine of your own. And your light, your beauty, and your profound ability to love deeply are preparing you for blessings even greater than you can imagine. The angels around you are celebrating your courage, your faith, and your resilience. They whisper to you now, stay open. Stay soft. Your heart is a sacred vessel, and those who are meant to cherish it will recognize its worth. I invite you now, from the depths of your soul, to make a promise to yourself. A silent, powerful vow: I will honor my light. I will trust my journey. I will love without losing myself. Let these words resonate within you like a sacred hymn, guiding every step you take from this moment on. Because soon, dear soul, life will surprise you. And not in the way you expect. It will surprise you with synchronicities so precise that you will know, without a doubt, that the universe has been conspiring in your favor all along. Perhaps he will return, transformed and ready. Perhaps another soul, equally radiant, will appear, recognizing in you the rare beauty that others failed to see. Either way, love is inevitable for you. True love. Conscious love. Love that heals instead of hurting. Love that stays, not because it is trapped, but because it chooses, freely and joyfully, to stay. The journey you have embarked upon is not ordinary. It is the journey of those who dare to love beyond appearances, beyond fear, beyond guarantees. And the universe always rewards such courage with miracles far greater than human plans could ever conceive. So keep walking, beloved soul. Keep shining. Keep believing in the impossible, because what awaits you is not just possible, it is destined. Before we move on to the next revelation, I ask you to anchor this moment. In your heart, affirm once again, I am ready to receive the love that reflects the love I give. Feel how this simple yet profound statement shifts your energy, aligning you with the greatest possibilities for your future. Stay with me, dear soul, because the next part of this message holds even deeper insights about what he is starting to realize about you now, and how this realization will shape the path ahead. He is beginning to see now, dear soul. The fog that once clouded his vision is lifting, revealing the truth he can no longer deny. You were never just another fleeting encounter in his life. You were, and are, the catalyst his soul has been yearning for, even when his mind resisted. Every time he tries to silence the feelings that roar inside him, your memory whispers louder. It's not in grand declarations or dramatic gestures that he understands your impact. It's in the quiet moments, when he wakes in the middle of the night with your name lingering on his lips, when a certain scent or song pulls him back to a memory of you so vivid it leaves him breathless. This awakening he is experiencing is tender, fragile, yet unstoppable. Imagine a flower slowly breaking through the hard, cracked soil. It trembles, it strains, but it persists, drawn by the inevitable pull of the sun. That sun, beloved soul, is you. Your light, your authenticity, your unwavering presence in his world. He has tried to replace you in his mind, to find distractions that would lessen the ache he feels when he thinks of you. But every attempt only leads him back to the realization, no one else carries your essence. No one else touches the secret places within him that you have so effortlessly reached. And here is a truth that the angels urgently want you to hear. Your role was never to convince him, never to fight for him, never to lose yourself trying to be chosen. You were meant to be the lighthouse. Standing strong, unwavering, simply being, shining your light whether he was ready to dock in your harbor or not. You see, dear soul, love rooted in divinity does not clamor. It does not beg. It does not shrink. True love, the kind you embody, stands tall. It speaks through presence, not through pressure. It invites, but never demands. And that is precisely why it is irresistible, unforgettable. Right now, he is learning this in the hardest, most necessary way, by feeling your absence. By tasting the emptiness left behind when someone of your caliber, your spirit, your depth, steps out of reach. It is in this void that he hears, louder than ever, the echoes of your laughter, the music of your kindness, the sacredness of your connection. And though he may not yet know how to bridge the distance, though pride and fear may still hold him back for now, a shift has occurred. A seed has been planted in the fertile soil of his soul, and it is growing stronger every day. Soon, very soon, he will no longer be able to pretend. His heart will lead him where his mind has tried so hard to resist going, back to you. Beloved soul, this is not the time to shrink your light to fit into spaces that cannot contain your greatness. This is the time to expand, to rise, to prepare your life for the love you deserve, whether it comes through him, transformed, or through another soul equally ready and worthy. You are not waiting. You are preparing. There is a sacred difference. The angels want you to hear this deeply. Love yourself the way you have loved him, fiercely, loyally, tenderly. Nourish your dreams. Tend to your passions. Fill your own cup so abundantly that when he or anyone comes to you, it is not to complete you, but to share the overflow. This chapter you're experiencing isn't just about romantic love. It's about your awakening. It's about remembering who you are, a radiant being capable of moving hearts, shifting destinies, and creating miracles simply by living your truth. He sees you now, dear soul. Maybe not completely just yet, maybe not with the clarity you desire, but the vision is becoming clearer. His soul knows. His heart remembers. And the more he tries to deny it, the stronger the pull becomes. If you ever doubt your worth, remember this: you are the kind of love that leaves a mark on the soul. The kind of love that no one ever forgets. The kind that changes lives. Before we move on, I invite you to anchor this truth within yourself. Whisper softly yet powerfully, I am unforgettable. I am worthy. I am already loved beyond measure. Let this affirmation become the new song of your soul, the anthem you carry into every moment from now on. Because you are standing on the brink of a great unfolding. A reunion is being prepared, whether with him or with the love you have long deserved, and it will find you shining, whole, and ready. The angels ask you now to stay present and to remain open. What comes next will require your faith, your trust, and your continued surrender to the divine orchestration unfolding perfectly behind the scenes. Stay with me, dear soul. The next part of this revelation will reveal the hidden steps he is being guided to take toward you, steps he may not even consciously understand yet, but steps that are already in motion, guided by the same love that first brought you into his life. Even as he grapples with the fears he once believed he had overcome, his heart is charting a course, an invisible trail back to you. It starts with subtle changes, nearly imperceptible to his conscious mind but undeniable to his soul. He finds himself revisiting old conversations, rereading your texts, and lingering over memories that once felt too painful to recall. Every moment carries the weight of realization. There was, and still is, something sacred between you. The first step he is taking is through memory. It may appear passive, but it is powerful. He is reconnecting with the feelings he tried to suppress, finally acknowledging, perhaps for the first time, that what he felt for you was not an illusion, nor a fleeting fantasy. It was, and remains, real, deep, unshakable. The second step is reflection. He finds himself comparing everyone new to you, and none can shine as brightly in your light. Not because they lack value, but because your bond was, and is of a different kind, an alignment of souls that transcends mere attraction. This reflection is painful for him. It forces him to confront the mistakes he made, the opportunities he let slip through trembling fingers. And with each breath, regret grows heavier in his heart, pushing him closer to the edge of change. The third step is yearning. Not the desperate longing of someone trying to possess, but the sacred yearning of a soul recognizing its mirror in another. He yearns not just for your presence, but for the peace he experienced when you were near, for the sense of home he never quite found elsewhere. This yearning is becoming unbearable, stronger than his fears, louder than his doubts. The angels reveal that he is receiving signs as well, dreams where your face appears, songs that seem to call your name, random encounters with symbols that remind him of you. Each sign chips away at his resistance, softening the hardened parts within him. The universe conspires when love is genuine, and now, it is orchestrating moments that leave him no choice but to confront his feelings. Soon, these steps will lead him to action. It may not be grand at first. It might come disguised as a simple message, a small gesture, or a hesitant approach. But beneath that modest beginning lies the immense weight of everything he has realized, everything he has come to accept about you, about himself, and about the love that never faded. And when that moment arrives, beloved soul, you will be faced with a choice. Not a choice born out of lack, but one of empowerment. You will decide, not from a place of need, but from a place of abundance, whether this journey is meant to continue together or whether it served its sacred purpose by awakening both of your souls to new possibilities. Either way, you have already won. Love has already done its work. Healing has already taken root. Transformation is already in progress. You see, the soul does not measure success in the currency of human relationships. The soul measures success in growth, in awakening, and in the expansion of love, both given and received. And by that measure you, dear soul, have triumphed gloriously. Still the angels whisper, there is more. A deeper unfolding awaits. As he draws nearer, and as destiny works to bring clarity where there was once confusion, your own heart will continue to grow. You will discover that love, true love, is never scarce. It multiplies. It radiates. It returns in forms more beautiful and complete than you ever dared to hope for. Hold this truth close now. You are the prize. You are the miracle. You are the love story you have been waiting for. And as he takes each hesitant step toward you, remember that it is not your responsibility to guide him, to rush him, or to fix him. Your responsibility is to stay anchored in your own light, to continue nurturing your dreams, to keep your heart open but protected, wise yet tender. Because the greatest love stories are not written by those who chase. They are written by those who trust, who believe, who remain rooted in their own worth, knowing that what is meant for them can never be lost. Now, as you absorb all of this, I invite you once more into a sacred declaration. Place your hand gently over your heart and affirm, I am a magnet for true love. I trust the divine timing of my life. I am ready to receive all the blessings destined for me. Feel how the energy around you shifts as you speak these words, how the universe responds, how the pathways of destiny realign. Because you, beloved soul, are standing at the dawn of a new chapter. A chapter where love, in its purest and most transformative form, will find you, embrace you, and celebrate you. Stay with me, for there is one more truth the angels are eager to reveal, a final insight that will empower you to navigate the next steps of this journey with grace, courage, and radiant hope. And now, dear soul, the final truth unfolds, the truth that will anchor your spirit in peace no matter what comes next. It is this: the love you awakened in him is eternal. It is a thread that cannot be severed by time, distance, or fear. It exists in the sacred space between your souls, alive, vibrant, growing stronger with every heartbeat. Whether he is ready to walk the path beside you today or tomorrow, whether his journey takes him toward you swiftly or slowly, the bond you share transcends the limitations of this world. It was written before either of you took your first breath. It is blessed by the divine. You may sometimes feel the ache of waiting, the sting of uncertainty. You may long for the day when he fully steps into the love that already binds you. But know this, your journey is not on pause. Your soul is not waiting. It is soaring. It is expanding into new dimensions of light, strength, and beauty. He too is on his sacred path. A path that may be tangled with thorns but is also lined with revelations, each one bringing him closer to the truth you have always represented. Each step he takes, even the faltering ones, is part of the grand tapestry being woven for both of you. And when the moment comes, and it will come, when he stands before you, stripped of pride, unguarded, vulnerable, real, you will recognize it. You will see the reflection of your own light shining back at you through his eyes. You will know that every tear, every prayer, every act of patience was never in vain. But until that moment, live. Radiate. Dream boldly. Love fiercely, starting with yourself. Allow yourself to be surprised by joy in unexpected places. Let your heart be touched by the small miracles of everyday life. A sunset that paints the sky in impossible colors. A song that seems written just for you. A stranger's smile that reminds you that you are always seen, always loved, always guided. Because you are not alone, dear soul. The angels walk with you. Your ancestors whisper blessings over you. The universe dances to the rhythm of your dreams. You are part of a divine symphony, and your song is one of love, pure, indomitable, everlasting. As we close this sacred message, I invite you one final time to claim your destiny aloud. Whisper it with conviction. I am love. I am light. I am a magnet for divine blessings. My heart leads me, my soul guides me, and my future is unfolding in perfect grace. Let these words not just be a hope, but a certainty. Let them anchor you when doubt starts to creep in. Let them uplift you when days feel heavy. Let them remind you that your story is not finished, it is just beginning. And when he returns, if he returns, you will meet him not from a place of yearning, but from a place of fulfillment. You will recognize him not as your rescuer, but as your equal, your partner, your sacred reflection. Together, or apart, you are already whole. You are already radiant. You are already victorious. The universe smiles upon you now, dear soul. The angels rejoice. And I, too, celebrate the incredible journey you have traveled with such courage, such grace, and such unwavering faith and love. Thank you for allowing me to walk beside you through this message. Thank you for trusting in the light that resides within you. May it continue to shine brightly, guiding you to all the miracles your heart dares to believe in. You are loved. You are chosen. You are destined for greatness. And so it is.